Hi, my name's Cian, this is David, and we're representing our group that also includes Alan, Kathy, Holly and Mary, and they're sitting just back there. So we're looking to make a app for Dublin bikes, and the idea being that we'd improve upon already existing apps that are already on the market. So the way our idea came about quickly was that I wanted to do something with Dublin bikes for Hack the City, and Alan came up with the idea of using making an app for bikes. So we sort of just combined our ideas and came up with that. We started off by doing some market research, as most people do. So we observed various users around the city, just kind of watched them and stuff, and see, tried to come out with ideas and solutions to their problems. We surveyed them via Facebook and a survey company, and we did a few interviews. So myself and Alan did an interview with a long-term user, a guy called Tim, and he also actually makes his own apps. So he was able to tell us quite a lot. And also David and Kathy met a bunch of different app developers, so we learned a lot from them as well. So this is just the breakdown of our survey. Before that, oh sorry. So most people were interested in joining the Dublin Bike service. Very few actually weren't interested, and almost 90% of those of everyone surveyed were interested in our application. Only 10% or so were uninterested in our application. So that's a good response, really. So the idea is that we'd use it in conjunction with the existing Dublin Bike scheme. And where is it?
It would be HTML5, so it's Android and iPhone compatible, because the Android phone platform has become more popular and people are being moved away from the iPhone. So we want, currently there aren't many apps for the Android, but there are a lot for the iPhones available on iTunes. So we wanted to tap into that market as well. There are some basic features that apps already cover, and we hope to cover them, but we want to improve on these and create some of our own unique selling points. So basic features that are on the other apps as well is to show the stations. This is just a wireframe of what our potential map could look like. So this is a map of Dublin. The green stations, all the pins are stations. The green ones have bikes available, the red ones don't.
That's actually taken from an existing app. So that's the basic features that we're competing with, but we need to improve upon them.
Yeah, and one basic feature, well, we consider it a basic feature, but as one of our own, is a map route. So you could actually plot, it would actually give you kind of like a Google map between your own your bike station and the one nearest your destination. It's not found in many of the other apps, but we thought it was relatively basic in regard to our unique selling points, what we actually wanted to do. So more of our advanced features were the bike reservation scheme, which we wanted to do, which would help us also crowdsource some information which we have used Dublin City Council, and finally a weekly challenges thing to encourage fitness and the actual uses of bikes and cycling around the city. So for the reservation scheme, this is just a simple wireframe of the reservation scheme. You can reserve a bike. This is our the advanced home screen, and then reserve a bike. So you can reserve it from a certain time for about 10 minutes or so for a very small fee. Most people decide to enjoy this idea, and we're willing to pay for it. And the various advantages of this is actually all this information is crowdsourced. So we can Dublin Bikes currently it's a reactionary service whereby if a station is full or if it's empty, the Dublin Bikes someone reports it, and then a van is sent out to haul bikes, to distribute bikes, or to take bikes in, or to move them around the city to various places. With the reservation scheme, you can shift that so you're actually ahead of the game. So if you know where a certain station is going to be busy, or where there's going to be you need a higher concentration of bikes at a certain time, the van can be there ready to go, so that users don't turn up to the station and then have to go and walk off to another one. And thank you for listening.